I'm Cora. This is Tim. We're canoeing the Missouri River. This is Berry Adventures.
Yeah! Right here!
We caught some rainbow fish in our rainbow trout where Tim made rainbow mash tuna. So, I didn't fillet them all that nice, so we're getting picked up. It's supposed to be really windy today, but we didn't know that until later, so now we're kind of just gonna see how far we can make it. I think maybe we'll hit the bar and then we'll just decide that it's too windy. I don't know. But yep, I'm walking around in just my underwear. I think some fishermen probably thought I was naked because they're nude, but you learn. We're off now. It's supposed to be windier than crap today, but we're gonna try to make it as far as we can before the wind picks up, which is supposed to pick up at 10. I think it's like 8, 9, something like that. We're just gonna hug the side that the wind's supposed to come from and try to make some time. Most of our clothes are all, our shirts are wet. Our pants dried really fast. These Raven pants are really nice, but so we're trying to dry out our shirts, so if that's what you're wondering. But dog's freaking out. These birds are just so intriguing, these pelicans and seagulls. But we had salmon, or trout I mean, for breakfast. Last night we had Rice Krispie treats and Cheez-Its and what else do we have for eggs? Hard-boiled eggs. Hard-boiled eggs are pretty darn good. A lot of protein, a lot of nutrients. So they work pretty good. Yeah, the wind's pretty sucky. Whiskey's losing his crap. That was nice. I washed my face, rinsed out my hair a little bit. We smell pretty rancid, so it's kind of rough, but it's also pretty windy, so I'm gonna get paddling because you probably can't. We made it through the most of the lake, like the big wide part of the lake. Now I just gotta do the little Finger River part of the lake. The wind picked up kind of bad, but it's not terrible anymore. We kind of booked it to one side and then booked it to the other side to try to cut off the miles, and then we're gonna get out of the wind as much on the left side that we can cross over again. But we skipped the bigger lake part, so hopefully it was the right decision. And then we just gotta do through the little river. I think we've done about 4 miles or so today so far, about an hour or 2, maybe not quite 4. And then we've got about, I think, 10 miles to go. The river, or the lake, turns into kind of a windy river for a long time, but I don't think there's much current there because it's still technically a lake. But so yeah, that's what's going on so far. Pretty nice here. We made it to the dam. Next thing is portage. I can turn you the other way. But you can see. That's the next thing. Portage. I don't know how many miles this is or anything. So. Whiskey, how am I gonna take you? I don't have your leash, and I'm not sure where your leash ended up at. Where'd your leash end up at? Got the boat down so it won't float away, but that's all the leash I have for a dog. Whiskey, hold your tits. Just wait up there?
I'll get the boat.
Or the boat, okay. Because all that's left is a bed bag and your fishing bag.
That bag is definitely not the heaviest.
Yeah, because I put all the water in it.
Yeah.
And I have the
My
camera.
gluteus is definitely going to be at the maximus by the end of this.
Yeah. Isn't that a cool building? This is so neat. I kind of like walking it.
Through my butt, like right here.
Yeah.
Burns.
It burns. But yeah, we should take some.
Guy, we come back up with his fire on and everything and say pop up to Rambo's.
Oh, cool.
And stuff, so.
But yeah, we should definitely take a picture of that building. It's neat. And then some dam. Come on, Whiskey. Go out in a blizzard with a couple, 20 pounds on your back in the middle of the night and just hope you survive. That's the best part, You might not make it back, but it makes you tougher, Your hands start to get really cold. Your legs start to get really cold. The sides of my butt always get really cold. It's always exciting. It's fun. Builds your character. I always like to do them in snowstorms. I think the weather is always a beautiful part. As long as it's not like negatives or anything. It's like 20 degrees outside or 30 degrees. Usually snow doesn't snow unless it's above a certain amount. That was always great. That was a lot of fun. Throwing a heavy pack off your shoulders, you know? The relief of being light. It's kind of like taking a bra off, getting naked. You're just like, whew, I feel light and airy. It's much nicer, you know? I'm a little sunburned. This camera always makes me look more sunburned than I am. When I put up pictures on my phone, I'm like pasty as all get out, but hopefully you guys see how cool that is. But I gotta get back to portage. I don't think I'm gonna take a video of going down. I just want to be light when I I think it's time to pack up and go though, so we can find camp in an hour or so. It's about 5 o'clock, I think, or 6. So, find a spot to camp. Go from there. Either it goes in the front so I can lean on it, or one section back, and then I put the cameras in the front so I can get to them easier, you know? But I'm going to put it in the back because it's supposed to be really pretty through here. That way I can get the camera out and I can take pictures as to paddles and steers, you know? He's been trolling most of the way, so that's been working pretty good. We've caught quite a few fish on that, so he's been staying in the back. When he's like actually fishing, not actually, but where you're moving around and you're casting, you know, and reeling in, he sits in the front. That way I can steer, clip it almost all the time. Clip all the time. If you can help it, clip. To go in here somewhere. Clip them in. They'll float though, so I don't always clip them in, but anytime there's white water, I clip everything. If I can help it. Clipping is painful though. The yellow bag usually has the speaker in it and the raincoats, so it's usually easy access. And then we have shoes, mud boots, because we're not wearing those right now, just because. Pack it different every single time. Started out completely different layout, and then it's kind of progressed into this layout because this is about the right layout. But I did pack this slightly different. I put the camera bags, instead of being stacked together, they're on each side. The yellow bag in the middle. Usually the yellow bag's on the side, but the shoes, camera bags are on the other side. Hopefully this makes it easier access to the camera. Sleeping bag and the food bag pretty much always go in the spot. The food bag has to go in the middle, or the sleeping bag has to go in the middle because it's too long. So there's only 2 spots it can go, really. And the food bag goes. One of these days I'm going to change out how I lay this. Put the food bag in the middle. I think it'll work out better. Put the sleeping, and then the blab bag, and then the food bag, and then the camera gear. Depending on where I'm sitting. We'll have a couple hours though. Today's not the right day. Maybe tomorrow. That's it. It's loading the canoe. Yeah. You load it. Change up how you load it. You don't like that? You load it a different way. This meal goes to Tammy, who provided us with these lovely tortillas.
Tammy for being the homie.
Thank you to Tammy for being the homie. We're gonna have cheesy tacos. It's just rice and beans and ground beef and hot cocoa with some hot sauce. We're living the dream, man. This is great. Good food. I mean, it's not anywhere close to good food that you can get at a restaurant, but it's edible and tastes pretty decent. This is our favorite meal. So, and hot cocoa is pretty darn decent. So, thank you for Tammy. Shout out for the lovely tortillas. She's a real homie.